Hello friends. Now in this video lecture we will see the details of IEEE 754, the standard for floating point number representation, along with various formats and one example. So let us start here IEEE 754. Now this standard is developed by IEEE, the Institution of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. A number of standards are developed by this IEEE, and out of that, the standard which is used for floating point number representation of binary data is IEEE 754. Normally, the integer binary data is represented in a sign magnitude form, 1's complement form or 2's complement form. Of course, the complements are used for representation of negative number or during the process of subtractions. Now here IEEE 754, it is for floating point binary number representation standard. So let us start here. Under this IEEE 754, there are total 3 formats which are available, and these 3 formats are shown here as a single precision format 32-bit, then the double precision format 64-bit, and then the extended precision format that is of 80-bit. Now let me tell you at this point itself that floating point is nothing but the real number itself. So single precision 32-bit format is also referred as a short real format. Double precision 64-bit format is also known as a long real format. And the 80-bit extended precision is also called as a temporary real format. So let us see the details of each of that format here. First of all, single precision, that is 32-bit. Here on the right side, it shows the details of that single precision floating point format here. Its MSB bit is a sign bit, single bit. Then the middle 8 bits are reserved for biased exponent. Okay, the calculation of exponent is to be put up here. And then the lower 23 bits are called as the mantissa bits. Mantissa means fractional part. So total number of bits here in single precision are 32. Now as usual, whenever sign bit is equal to 0, that number is assumed to be positive. And whenever sign bit is equal to 1, that number is treated as negative. Okay, and then the calculated value of biased exponent is put up here, and then the fractional part, the mantissa part, is written. So this is about that single precision format here. Now the details just below this will be for the double precision, that is of 64-bit. So those are shown here. In case of the 64-bit format, as usual, that MSB bit is a sign bit, which is single. Then the middle 11 bits are for calculated value of biased exponent. And then the lower, the LSB 52 bits will define that mantissa or the fractional part. And then at the bottom for the 80-bit extended precision format here. The MSB bit as usual sign bit. Then for biased exponent 15 bits are reserved. And then mantissa is of 64-bit. Now with this basic, now we will see here how to convert one particular number into any one of these formats here. Okay, say for example, the single precision format, because it is the shortest format, 32-bit format, which is available here under IEEE 754. So let us see here on the next slide. The problem statement: convert 12.3125 decimal into single precision format of IEEE 754. It means that the number itself given is a decimal number, and this decimal number I have to convert it to single precision, means 32-bit format of IEEE 754, the floating point representation standard. Okay, step by step we will solve it. So here, the step number 1. Convert that given decimal number into its binary. Okay, as that conversion of decimal to binary we have already studied by using a double-double method. By application of that double-double method here, this number has got converted into its binary and it is written on the right side in red color. Okay, just to specify here, that given number in binary, that is equal to 1100.0101. Okay, in this binary conversion, you will find towards the left of that binary point, there are 4 significant digits, and towards the right also 4 significant digits. Okay, now the next step number 2. Represent that binary into scientific notation. Now what I mean by scientific notation here, that is written inside that bracket, only one significant digit to the left of that binary point. It means that binary point is to be shifted in such a way that it contains only one significant digit on the left side of that particular binary point here, and accordingly the power of the binary that is to be written, 2 raised to n, that is to be written. So you can observe it that generated binary after step number 1, that is written here 1100.0101. It is having total 4 significant digits to the left side of that binary point. Now that binary point is to be moved at 3 places towards left. Because anyway, one significant digit to be kept to the left side of that binary point. Okay, that's why after moving that binary point towards left by 3 positions, it is written on the right side in red color, that is equal to 1.1000101 multiplied by 2 to the power 3 here. Now whenever we shift that binary point towards left by 1 position, then the power of 2 will be raised by 1. Okay, that's why in the generated binary after step number 1, that binary point has got shifted towards left by 3 digits, by 3 position. That's why the power which is written here, that is 2 raised to 3. So this is my second step here. Then the next step, define the exponent into biased exponent form. Okay, in order to understand that new concept of biased exponent, which has not been explained so far, just listen carefully. For 8-bit biased exponent, which is apparent, which is available in case of this single precision format here, that bias value, that is nothing but 2 raised to 7 minus 1, which is equal to 127. Now question here, how this particular bias value is defined? If that biased exponent total number of bits reserved are 8, then 1 less, so 7. And the maximum positive value which can be represented by 7 will be 1111111. If you convert it into its corresponding decimal equivalent, it comes to be 127, which is nothing but 2 raised to 7 minus 1. So that way that bias value is calculated. This is for single precision format here. This is for single precision format. In case of double precision format, that is of 64 bit, that biased exponent field, that is of 11 bit. In that case, that bias value will be 2 raised to 10 minus 1, which will come to be 1023. Okay, you can make sure after making your calculations. Okay, it means that whatever number of bits available for that biased exponent, one less. And then the maximum value representable by that particular value, that particular binary value in a decimal format, in a decimal way, that is the bias value here. And once we get this particular, say, bias value, then subsequently we calculate that biased exponent which is given here. So biased exponent is nothing but the exponent which is actually calculated in step number 2 here, plus the bias value which has been just now calculated in step number 3, that is equal to 127. It means that exponent calculated in step number 2 is a 2 raised to 3 means 3, plus bias value is 127. So 3 plus 127 is equal to 130, which is nothing but the biased exponent. And this biased exponent we have to express in 8-bit binary format here. Why 8-bit? Because biased exponent is of 8-bit. So once again, this 130 is converted into its corresponding binary equivalent and it is written here. So this is the biased exponent, which comes to be 10000010. Then the next step, define the mantissa in appropriate number of bits. In case of single precision format here, that mantissa is by using 23 bit. For mantissa part, 23 bits are reserved here. But you can observe in that second step shown above, that fractional part, it means that just to the left side of that particular, say, 2 raised to 3 exponent. Okay, just to the left side of that exponent, whatever fractional part which we observe here, that is of only 7 bits. Okay, that is 1000101, only 7 bits. But we need that mantissa to be expressed in 23 bits. Then what we do here, 7 bits we write first. We write that 7 bits as they are, which are shown in that step number 2. Okay, and remaining bits we append to the right side, I say 0 bits. So in this particular calculation here, 7 bits are written from that step number 2 as they are. And the rest 16 bits we write as say 0 bits here thereafter on the right side. So this way we are getting that 23 bits of mantissa here. And then the next step, the last step, represent that number in a proper 32-bit single precision format. Now how to represent, that is written just below. As the given number 12.3125 decimal, it is a positive number, that's why sign bit is equal to 0. Already I stated, sign is equal to 0, that number is positive. Sign is equal to 1, that number is negative. So this number itself is a positive number, that's why MSB bit of that 32 bits of single precision format is equal to 0. Then the next 8 bits will be the calculated value of biased exponent in step number 3 earlier. Okay, it is simply copied there. And then in step number 4, we have shown that 23 bits of mantissa subsequently written on the extreme right. So that way we are getting this 32-bit, a representation of that given decimal number, which is 12.3125 decimal. And once we get this particular number expressed in 32 bits of format here, we know that this 32 bits of binary format is a lengthy format. Then what possibly can be done here? That this particular binary we can express in a comparatively compact format, which is in hexadecimal notations. So forming the groups of 4 bits each within that binary and expressing those 4 bits each and adding their weights together and expressing them in hexadecimal equivalent. So here at the bottom, we get that hexadecimal representation, which is 41450000 hexadecimal. So this is the way that 12.3125 decimal, that is equal to 41450000 hexadecimal. Okay, so this is the way that given number is converted to single precision format. But in case if that question is asked to convert that given number into double precision format, then what changes are required here? Step number 1, there is no change. It is simply the conversion of decimal into its corresponding binary. Even step number 2, there is no change because it is a scientific notation representation. There is no change. Okay, there will be significant change hereafter. That means step number 3. Now in case of step number 3 here, that bias value will change. In case of double precision format, that 11 bits of biased exponent is used. That's why bias value will be 2 raised to 10 minus 1, which comes to be 1023. So accordingly, biased exponent will become 3 plus 1023, and accordingly we get that decimal value which I must express in 11 bits of that biased exponent here. Then step number 4 will be the mantissa part, the fractional part. In case of double precision format here, it is 52-bit. It means that 7 bits which we obtain in that step number 2 here will be retained as they are. And then thereafter on the right side, 45 0 bits are appended. 45 zeros are appended. And that way we are getting here 52 bits of mantissa. And then the representation which we get it here by step number 3-4 by appending sign bit, that is in a double precision 64-bit format. It is a quite lengthy format compared to single precision, and it must be represented in its corresponding hexadecimal format, a comparatively shorter format like this. Okay, now the question here, why this particular IEEE 754 format has been designed, floating point format has been designed. Now you might have observed in this particular example that even though my given number is the real number or the floating number where integer and fractional part both are expressed, but in step number 5, whatever result which we got here, there is no binary point expressed. Okay, number is in IEEE floating point format but without binary point. And this is the biggest advantage of IEEE 754 format here. We express that given number, which is a real number, a floating point number, but that too without scientific notation and that too without any binary point. And because of this particular advantage here, it is always very much simple to store floating point numbers in memory. So storage becomes simple as there is no binary point. Okay, there is no scientific notation. Okay, so this is the advantage, and that's why this IEEE 754 floating point format that is preferably used in most of the floating point unit designs. Like say math coprocessor 8087 that uses this particular format for representation of that floating point numbers. Similarly, the floating point units which are built in the advanced processor like Pentium and all the recent versions of Pentium is also having that floating point unit inside, and that uses this IEEE 754 floating point format. Okay, I hope that you understood this particular concept.